Students in Alberta also took part in protests today against proposed changes to the law around gay-straight alliances, which they say could end up outing gay kids to their parents.
When I had finally gotten into a GSA, I was out. But had I not been out, it would have been incredibly important for my parents to not know, because it takes a lot of time for a kid to come to terms with it themselves, and you can't expect a kid to come out to their parents when they can't even accept themselves yet.
There are GSAs across the country giving high school students a safe place to meet with peers and talk about sexuality. The United Conservative Party says it supports that aim, but it wants to give teachers the right to inform parents that their child is in a club if the teacher feels it's necessary. The previous NDP government amended the law to forbid disclosure, arguing it could put kids at risk if their parents object to homosexuality. Aaron Collins spoke to protesters today, including one who made a big decision.
It's a walkout that spanned a province. Students showing their concern that gay students could be forced out of the closet.
And it should also be entirely up to this person, the individual themselves, of when they want to come out, because it's definitely a very personal and beautiful moment that should be dictated by the student themselves and not the government.
The organizer of this protest says Alberta's new premier needs to listen.
And your message for Jason Kenney?
Message for Jason Kenney is, please don't go through with this policy.
But Jason Kenney isn't changing his mind, and he has a message of his own for the students.
I'd suggest better for them to do rallies or protests after school hours and not during them. We want to make sure young people are actually learning in class instead of doing politics.
In Edmonton, thousands of kids ignored that advice. They were joined by the former NDP education minister who enacted the ban on parental disclosure.
This idea of outing gay kids is unacceptable, not just in the court of public opinion, but it's definitely the wrong thing to do.
In Calgary, the protesters were cheered on by some who came out long before GSAs were a thing.
Just seeing this unity, these amazing kids making a difference, it's amazing.
And also inspiring. Today, while justifying her role in organizing this protest, DeLong came out to her classmates as bisexual.
Well, I just sent a message to the walkout group chat and kind of told everyone that way. And I never actually told my parents themselves, so I guess they're going to find out on the news.
Aaron Collins, CBC News, Calgary.
The Kenney government plans to enact an education bill prepared 7 years ago by the former Progressive Conservative government. It would eliminate the requirement that private schools have public policies on protecting LGBTQ students.